was loud. Okay. So, hi, Oliver. Everybody say hi, Oliver. And Victoria is not going to be taking the class anymore, but if you're watching this, Victoria, hi to you too. Hi, Victoria. Just in case, you never know. Okay. We're on page 151 in grammar, and we're talking about commas today. So, a compound adjective is when you have a hyphenated word, which is a dash. So see where the example right there where it says Bagheera was a quick-witted panther. Quick-witted is two adjectives describing the panther, but it's a hyphenated. There's some of them, you'll know those. They're common in English. But the words quick and witted are not separate adjectives describing the noun. Bagheera was not a quick panther and a witted panther. Together, the word acts as a single idea and form a compound adjective. Use a hyphen. Another example at the very bottom. Mowgli swam in the sun-filled pools. Easy lesson. That's probably the easiest one.
It?
Like, I think so. Yes. That's got to be some kind of record. All right. You're going to have to write this down.
This one's.
Oh yeah, which one? The first? Wait, which one? Day 3?
Actually. Yeah, that's not as much.
Let me copy it down.
Day 3. 155. We're gonna do that one today.
If you write it right underneath, how are you supposed to do that?
Oh yeah, you need to skip space. All right.
It's fine. It's fine.
Squeeze it in. Just squeeze it.
I have no comment.
She stopped herself from saying, I don't even care. So thank you for stopping that.
But
I know.
Like
you're just trying to get through the day. You're in survival mode. I get it. All right. Well, how about you read it, Audrey, since she's writing it down?
In addition, Mowgli knew he still had one debt to pay. Boldly, he approached Shere Khan, whom was staring nervous at the flames, and grabbed the strong-willed tiger by the hair of his chin.
Very nervous.
A lot of problems with that.
Yes.
Oh shoot, but if I do that, then
that's what she was saying. You can't. She didn't understand what you meant. That's what she was saying. Just squeeze it in and there. You just have to make it really tight.
Very nervous.
Or, you know what, you guys could just take turns on her page, and then when you get home, you can fix it. Either way, however you want to do it. All right, the vocabulary word is debt, something that is owed and must be paid back. We know that. Fix it column first. We got 2. Okay.
We're starting at the bottom this time on the top, because last time we started at the bottom.
So start with indent, you mean? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, indent, that's easy. Indent, check. Capitals, go ahead and find those.
Oh my goodness.
You have to find the other
squeeze it all in.
Where the other end mark is.
Really feels so stupid. Okay.
Is it after pay or is that a comma?
It is after pay. It's a period after pay.
So then boldly is the one that's capitalized. Okay, that's.
So the first sentence ends after pay. That's what Audrey is saying. And then boldly will be capitalized. And there's a period at the end.
Who is
commas? Can you do commas already? Sometimes it helps.
After addition.
Hang on,
okay.
1 second. I'm writing by
after boldly.
After in addition.
Is there one after boldly?
Not after boldly.
After Shere Khan?
Yes, after Shere Khan. But so it's going to go around the who clause.
Yeah, and then
who was staring
nervously.
Nervously. You can go ahead and fix that one. And then where does the end of the who clause go?
Does it go
nervous?
To flames?
Flames. So it's who was staring nervously at the flames.
And then and is a CC.
And is a CC, yeah. But you're jumping around.
What?
There's a hyphen, so it's a dash.
Oh, it's strong-willed.
There you go. See, there are ones you'll know.
And then the one that's
for you. Yeah. Spell out the word one.
That would be all the reasons.
Watch the video.
That's all
Watch the
right.
First, like,
You
Yeah.
can probably do it from memory anyway, I'm sure.
So bad.
That's what she was saying, and then you're like, I don't even, you're trying not to say care.
Prepositional phrases.
I thought she meant like for all the markets and
Oh, no.
In addition,
You got the coordinate conjunction.
no, I mean for the prepositional phrases.
Okay, in addition.
To pay.
Oh, no, no.
What?
Huh? What are you
Because,
doing now?
okay, remember infinitives, they always throw us off. Infinitives. So
Mhm.
pay could be a verb, but when it's to pay, it changes it to an infinitive. So it's not a prepositional phrase and it's not a verb. It's just by itself. You just don't even mark that one, to pay. But in addition is a prepositional phrase. Where are the others? At the flames,
And on his chin.
on his chin, and there's one more.
And by the hair.
By the hair. Okay, good. How
Main
about Serena
clauses.
do the next one?
Main clauses. Okay. Mowgli to pay.
So
Right?
there's a that clause in there. So no, the that clause.
Where's the
Oh, it's implied. It's implied.
you? Okay.
It's between
Yeah.
new and he.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just basically Mowgli knew is the main clause.
Well,
And then that goes to pay.
That is implied, but that's the that clause. It starts with he and to pay goes all the way to pay.
so
Yeah.
does that clause?
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's implied. Does that make sense? So it's between
That's-
he and pay.
Yes.
I know when it's not there, it's like, ugh.
I don't
I
even
forgot
know
to
what's
check
on
the
there 'cause I
checklist
can't-
in the sentence.
Where are we though? Do you
We're
guys,
on the main clauses, so that
Okay.
where's the other?
Mowgli knew is one and the,
He
Both-
to, oh wait, there's a who.
yeah, it's gonna include the clause
He
this time.
approached Shere Khan.
Does it go to he to the end?
Yes. Yep.
And then the who clause is in there between.
Yeah.
It is
I-
because it's not necessarily included, like the main clause is around that,
Uh-huh.
but that's how you mark it. Okay. Subject verb pairs. Okay.
Mowgli knew.
Mowgli knew.
He still had.
Instead of still, it would be
He
he
had.
had.
Okay, he had.
One debt to pay.
The end one's not anything though. He approached.
Yeah.
Shere Khan staring.
So instead of whom, that one doesn't work right there. What should we put instead of whom?
Who?
Who?
Yes,
I think we
who.
both already fixed.
Okay,
it.
you already fixed that.
Who
Okay, so that's gonna be the
staring.
subject, who, and then what's the verb that
Staring.
goes,
Was.
was staring.
staring.
Uh-huh. And there's one more verb after,
Ground.
there you go.
Okay. Oh, I almost checked the top. Okay.
The two openers.
Okay, two
Two
openers.
prepositional and three
Uh-huh.
lie.
Good. Is that everything? That's everything, huh? Awesome.
I'm going to squeeze
See?
the tiniest
You
little
guys-
number.
It's funny when you're here in class, you figure it out. The only one you guys got stuck on. The only one you got stuck on was that infinitive, and they're gonna throw those in there just to confuse you guys. I know. And that is the to pay. Not to pay as in a wig, but
To pay.
to pay someone.
Like how you're rewriting it again.
Well, I have to write it
Such
so
a
that I
student.
can read it.
That's true.
Did I?
I forgot where apparently I can't spell today.
Everybody's having an off day. I actually had a really off morning. My day got better, but still.
Nervously at the flames. Why is Shere Khan nervous?
What happened before this?
I
You
haven't
haven't
done like
read
the
it.
last.
Oh,
I don't remember. I don't keep the story in my mind. I'm reading to you, but
No, I'm reading it.
they don't give us enough space for all this sentence.
oh.
Even if I probably could have written it smaller, but.
He was no longer welcome in the jungle. Something happened. Let me see.
Mowgli?
Yeah.
I don't remember this.
Did you guys know that the whole story is at the back?
Yes, I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. So you
I read
can,
it at the beginning, but I forgot everything that
I
happened.
know, I always forget how it goes too, because I have other classes and I can't keep track of them all.
And also, it's like you do one page in class per week, and then
Mm-hmm.
it's like we're skipping around,
Uh-huh.
so that makes it more like confusing.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you do the pages at home, you're not even paying attention to the actual story. You're just trying to get it done.
Yeah.
And then
Let's see. Because Mowgli was no longer welcome in the jungle, he had to leave, but he pledged that he would be more compassionate to those than those cold-blooded wolves. Mowgli, who was their
He did, but I think
self-confident, okay, Mowgli, who was their self-confident brother, wouldn't betray them to men as they had cruelly betrayed him. So he was with them, but then they
so
betrayed.
wait, so Shere Khan was Mowgli's one who's the human, right? I'm so confused.
Yes, Mowgli is the human. Shere Khan
Is one of the wolves.
is one of the wolves. Yes, you got it.
wait, where do
But
I
he was
put
raised by the wolves.
Where do
Yeah,
I put this?
I
This is
don't
my
know.
School binder.
Put it there just so it doesn't get mixed with your other stuff. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. I don't know, Serena. Put it in your pocket. Do you have a pocket? You probably don't even. Okay.
Because it's the first tab, so I can't.
Okay, so last week you guys were supposed to work on, it's okay, the paper about your career. So tell me, I have yours here.
Mine was in baking.
Baking, yes, I remember, and I really liked it. Biology. So can I read your paragraphs? That'd be okay? Yeah, I do
You're the
want
only
to.
other person in class.
That's true.
You're the only person here who actually has it done. Except for Oliver, but I don't know if he turned it in or not.
I haven't seen Oliver's yet. I don't know, but okay, so she has, these are the, what did, oh, you guys did two. So she did one on the education to become a baker and then actually becoming a baker. Those are your two topics. Okay. So far. So training and education might both be necessary to become a baker. Interestingly, if you are in high school, you don't need to attend further or formal education. Many employers might strongly prefer or require candidates to have a high school diploma. When a study was done to look at the level of education, it was shown that 58% have a high school diploma, which is common. Excuse me. And 25% have no education. School can last from 1 to 2 years, besides just making bread, like the definition of a baker who just makes bread. Bakers are responsible for preparing baked goods such as cakes, cookies, and pastries. Not all bakers need education. But they might need training though, right?
Well, yeah, because you can't just like whip up a bunch of ingredients and expect a perfectly filled cake.
And bread is hard. Do you make bread
That
sometimes?
would sad existence.
Like a sourdough
Sourdough.
bread? Yeah.
That would be a sad existence to
Just
just make
even-
bread over
That's
and
like
over and
the
over again.
definition of bakers, just
Well, yeah,
somebody
but
who
like an
traditionally
actual-
makes bread.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but an
That's
actual baker
sad.
makes more than one thing. That
Yeah.
would be sad to just make like bread your entire life.
Well, it wouldn't be sad if you had a business, a bakery,
Well,
you know.
yes, but if
That
you
that
make-
would make it worthwhile. I
But if
think.
your sole purpose was make bread, then-
Yeah. You have to really love making bread.
or just be inclined to make bread for some reason.
How to become a baker. Firstly, make sure it is something you're willing to commit to spend lots of time on.
No kidding.
Learn some skills on the job like some have. Starting as a baker's assistant, progress to a baker, progress to a baker, take more responsibility and refine your technique. Because becoming a baker can be challenging. There are several steps to acquire the necessary skills and knowledge to become a baker. Along with practice, gain foundational knowledge by gaining a basic understanding of baking principles and techniques. Second, gain practical experience. You can do this by seeking hands-on experience in a professional kitchen or bakery. Thirdly, Develop a portfolio which can show bakeries that you can do what you can do and have accomplished. Specialize or diversify and choose one baked good to specialize in or be a well-rounded baker, being great at baking many things. So there were some punctuational things I put. I don't know if you saw my
I
notes
didn't,
yet.
it wouldn't pop up for some reason.
Oh, weird. You didn't see my notes in there? That's what somebody else said too today. Nico was saying that.
Oh, it's not.
I wonder why.
I don't know. My laptop's been lagging lately, so I might need to check again.
Sometimes you have to open it in a new window, maybe, or a new tab.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, let me know if you
We don't
can't find
have
them
to,
because, yeah, because I think what you're doing is kind of like saying what you're gonna say by just saying like specialize or diversify, and then you explained what that means.
Yeah.
So the punctuation was a little wonky on that part, but yeah, see if you can find it. Oh, the Wi-Fi
I
is
think I had that.
not
I had to
working.
drive for my time. No, I think I have Wi-Fi. It should.
My
be
Wi-Fi
connected
didn't
to
come
it.
up.
Oh yeah, I think it connected to it. I have full bars.
Oh, good. Okay, mine did not.
Wait, why do you have 3 different documents for?
Because it's all different things. It's not just one.
Oh, I scanned them all like
On
in the
one.
same for
Yeah.
the
I'm going to keep going because there's a little bit more. Seeking a formal certification could enhance your baking career. Step 6 is simple. Continue learning. There are always new things to learn. After working for someone, consider entrepreneurship and starting your own bakery or business. Lastly, build a professional network. It is crucial for career advancement in baking. Baking can be extremely
They
fun.
came up.
Oh, good. After you become one and in progress or process.
thing doing the inging.
Yeah. So that is one that's
Whatever
hard to
that
remember. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Training and education might both be necessary to become a baker. So how could you reword that to follow the rule? I know Grammarly is great, but sometimes not.
I know, like sometimes it'll correct its own mistakes, and I'm just like,
Or it will suggest something and then you're like, I already did that. What are you suggesting?
It's annoying. It's so
and then
annoying.
you just click exit, and it's like, are you sure?
Okay, so if you say training, then you would have to have a comma and then say a baker because it's the baker doing the training. That's the thing after the comma doing the inging. So training, you're gonna have to redo that whole sentence basically. You could say, yeah.
I totally forgot about that rule.
How could you do that? Training? I don't know how you could use that one.
I'll figure out something. If not, I'll just rewrite those sentences.
Yeah, you might need to because that's a tricky one. Okay, so our goal today is going to be to work on the third paragraph first, and then we're going to concentrate on the introduction and conclusion. So I know.
Oh, I have
Lucky for you, I have big white paper for Roman numeral 3.
What am I
And you're going to choose your third topic.
That means I have to go through all my things.
I stopped like.
So it'll be on that other white page.
I just like draw lines.
Oh, that's fine. You can do it that way if you want. That was pretty good, actually. Pretty straight, kind of.
I got over
Kind
having
of.
OCD about this.
That's good. That's good. You got over it. Life's too short to stress over lines.
That's why I don't even
I
care.
just want to make it actually.
I mean, like, I care about there being lines, but I don't care if there's like
Perfect.
straight
That's good.
smooth outlines.
Yeah.
Did I write out lines?
Many lines, not just one.
Weird.
But we have something new on the checklist this week too that I'll
What?
explain. Yes.
What do you
They're
mean?
called decorations.
Oh, I saw those, but I didn't know.
Because we didn't talk about them last time, so I'm not going to require them in the other paragraphs.
I-
But I will.
I can use
You
my
can-
phone, like my swimsuit.
Yeah,
My phone links to my PC and I have all my history from my PC saved on my phone.
you can do that. You're gonna need to access your articles too. Do you know where to find those? Where you got your information?
Oh, well, that's on Google Docs, but I can
I'm sorry, I keep yawning.
reset tabs. Oh,
Excuse me.
history. The heck? Oh, hang on, that's not my iPhone.
You're writing about biology or biologist?
Marine biology.
Marine biologist, that's right. So you should have some articles about that career.
Do you know what our final project is? Before our
Yes.
last party?
Your final
What are
project,
we writing about?
you're gonna be writing about, I'm really excited about this actually, and we're gonna start it after.
Is
You're
that a
worried
good
because
thing
I'm
or a bad
excited?
thing?
Oh, I
No,
found it.
the Constitution of the United
Never
States of
mind.
America. So
Oh,
what we're gonna
check
do,
this out.
yes, is we're gonna learn about Supreme Court cases and choose a case and then
What?
yes, and it's gonna be cool though. I'm gonna walk you through all that, and then you're gonna choose an
Choose.
amendment that they use to support the case, and you're gonna write the amendment, like what does the amendment mean? Why do we have it? And then how did they use it in the case to defend or support or defend or whatever they used it for in the case? It's pretty cool.
What are we doing?
That's after spring break.
When is,
Spring break is next week.
Oh,
Okay.
you took spring break.
I'm going to Washington DC.
Oh, wow. You have family there?
No, we're going different.
That's
Washington, DC. Have you been before?
No. I'm so excited.
So make sure you go see the Constitution because you're going to be writing about
Yeah.
that in class.
That's not
It's
bad.
really cool. It's really cool. I'm excited to do this last project together. And then that'll be our last big paper. So we're
And then
going
we
to
have
actually,
parties for the rest of the year.
no, it's going to take the rest of the year to finish that paper.
What?
It's a big one. It's a big one because you're going to do a lot of research. So from now on, after spring break, bring your laptops. We're going to do it in class.
For that matter.
And your writing bag for that matter, yes.
Make sure you bring your writing.
And then I
What
think
am I writing this about? Because I can't find my sources because it wasn't my last few recent tabs. I can't see it on my
so
phone.
let me see if I can help you with this. I'm gonna help Serena. You're gonna have to fast forward a lot of this, Oliver.
I was gonna start.
Or maybe you
gonna-
can pause the recording.
I can, if I can remember to unpause. I'm gonna pausing. Okay, so we are finishing up over here and I changed the assignment to only do the third paragraph of your body paragraphs for about your career. Don't do the introduction and conclusion. I changed my mind on that. And then we won't see you next week because of spring break. And then after that, we're going to start a new project. All right. Okay.
Bye.
Bye, Oliver.
Can I go to my website?
Oops. Well, hold on. Something happened.